Sama tak? Ha? Yang ni? Buka ni pun ni. Cabut saya cabut Okey, satu. Ada.
Okay, test mic host. Test mic host. Test mic host. 1, 2, 3. Ni host mic. Host mic 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
the ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hankook Tire.
Welcome back to the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia. You joined us at the Sepang International Circuit for our 19th round of the MotoGP World Championship. It does not get any more tense than this, potentially any more dramatic than this. The stakes could not be higher. The biggest race of the season is going. It's lights out, we're racing here. Enter Sepang MotoGP. Martin runs wide. Bagnaia seizes the inside line. Oh no, there's damage by the back. Big crash by the back. The biggest prize on two wheels is on the line next live. It's time to race in MotoGP.
Now here we are, hot on the track. You probably don't see it, but I can feel it, and it's getting louder as we heat up for the Malaysian Touring Car Championship 2025, round 2, race 2. Now, of course, we'll be starting off with the TP1 and the TP2 category. You're joined with me, Annie Chung, and we're going to interview our first driver. Now, perhaps you can see that he's on the safety car. Why are you here?
Oh my god, okay, this is very, very exciting. Thank you, Arif, for the opening. Apparently, you didn't say much just now.
You're an imposter.
I am imposter, definitely. Kita orang sebenarnya bersiap sedia, macam Eric katakan tadi, untuk race yang kedua, untuk round kedua ini, untuk Malaysia Touring Car Championship happening down here at the Petronas Sepang International Circuit. Now, we just witnessed this now, Arif. Perlumbaan pertama pada pagi tadi for the MTC dan juga MT2 BNG category. It was exciting. Banyak drama yang telah pun berlaku, especially just right after it started just now.
Few seconds.
Betul.
If you missed it, you can probably go watch it again.
Betul, actually, you can actually watch us on our YouTube page. It is live now while you're watching us as well on our socials and Facebook as well. Thank you so much for joining us for race 2 down here for the TP1 and TP2 category. And don't forget as well, nak ingatkan lagi, MotoGP. The Malaysia Grand Prix, the Grand Prix of Malaysia 2025 MotoGP, we are still selling tickets. It's selling like hotcakes. Make sure you guys check out sepangcircuit.com to get your tickets, because this is happening on the
24th till the 26th of October
Betul.
2025. You wouldn't want to miss it. And of course, for those of you, maybe you want to head to a little Art of Speed. Art of Speed that is happening right now this weekend at Met. You can head to the Sepang International Circuit booth and get 25% off for tickets on the MotoGP.
Exactly.
Are you going to be heading be there?
No, I'm gonna be here covering the race together with you. Okay, but whatever it is, we hope and I think we can guarantee a lot more drama happening down here on the circuit for the TP1 and TP2 race later. And you know who's going to be commentating on this one again?
I think there's going to be some drama there as well.
Okay, I think so because they are a cute couple together, Nick and Jeev. Gentlemen.
Well, that's the first time we've been called cute together, Nick. But
I don't know how to
I'm
quite
game if
respond to
you
that.
are, man. Yes, welcome to the Touring Production 1 and Touring Production 2 part of the MTCC 2025 Round 2 weekend. 15 cars means such a difference from what we just saw with MT2 G and V, right?
Yeah, it's a much more compact feel. We don't have a pit stop, so it's going to be hot and heavy from start to finish. 30 minutes of pure action and hopefully less of the drama like what we witnessed early on.
Well, we should do. This is a sprint race. The MT2 G and V is almost, well, I mean, it does actually classify as a semi-endurance race because it's over half an hour. But as you said, yes, no pit stops, and it should be a lot cleaner simply because, as I said, we've got 15 cars on track. They're, of course, bigger cars, 2000cc. These are the big boys. And just to summarize what happened in race, also in round 1, Fadzil Alang from Superpower had a fantastic run. Leona Chin is in the number 7 car from Pitworks Kuras, and she's going to be hoping for a better weekend after round 1, where she was left on the grid, wasn't she?
Yep, she just had a, I think, engine failure just before they embarked on the formation lap and just did not see action after that.
Well, a lot of drivers in these big 2000cc cars. Roy Tang, I can see, was also one of the big MCS drivers. Jonathan Z is with OPM Light and Scuba Racing, ex-Scuba Racing. So now we're getting a little bit of insight into OPM Lights because Scuba was the team he was racing with last year. Ken Urata is obviously going to be in here, still with R-Works. For me, the best defender of the line of all the 15 drivers on there. But Fadzil Alang, of course, and Leon Koo are going to be the 2 drivers that everyone's going to be keeping an eye on because of their round 1 antics.
Yeah, 2 drivers that catch the attention is definitely number 1, Jonathan Z, who's found himself on the podium twice. He's accumulated 29 points and currently leads the TP1 category. Boy Wong is in second. Also 2 podium finishes in round 1. He trails Jonathan by 2 points. And these 2 have developed quite a bit of daylight to Leon Koo in 3rd place. Leon is in 20 points, and that's for the TP1. Jasmine Tan Jeev, who's also racing in this TP category. He's also a fine performer. 2 wins.
In TP?
In TP, yes. 2 first.
So he's basically won everything then?
Everything. He's won everything. He's
wow.
not even led a point slip.
Hello there.
And he's 11 points ahead of Chow Tek Siong in 2nd place. And Ken Urata, your favorite, in 3rd place, courtesy of
reliable
2nd
performer.
place finish in round 2 of the 2nd race of round 1 rather. And Fadzil Alang, what a memorable 2nd race he had in round 1. He could not finish the 1st race because of tire issues, but he came and really just took ownership of the 2nd race.
Well, on the grid right now, Chow Tek Siong is leading the TP2 category. Wang Yu Chung from One Racing Team is up at the front for TP1. And so we're going to get down to the grid now, and we're going to be talking to Chow Tek Siong, in fact, from the R Engineering team.
All right, here we are, car number 11 at TP2 category, Jason Chow. Jason, how are you feeling?
I'm doing good now.
Okay, what are you expecting? Are you aiming up there for a win? Or, you know, what are you looking for today? Are you just looking to get a placement? You're really aiming for your champion spot?
Of course, I'm very hungry for a win. So I hope I can win for this one.
Okay, awesome. Now I can see you're a bit strategizing in your mind. I don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you so much for doing the interview, and good luck to you and back to you guys.
So that is pole sitter. Thank you, Arena, on the TP2 grid. But as I said, a lot easier to handle 15 names in 15 cars than 41 names and 41 cars that dropped in the end to 33. But altogether, of course, as you can see, huge amounts of participation in Malaysia's latest and greatest touring car championship.
Yeah, you're definitely right about the clean start. I don't think we'll witness
Hopefully,
a chaos.
we're not going to witness that
Hopefully.
mayhem that we saw
Yeah.
at MT2G.
But much faster timings, simply because these are turbocharged cars, which is capable of going up to speeds of 140 kilometers an hour.
I'll tell you one thing, turbocharged or not, these are some very late changes that are happening on Jesmond Tan's car. And as you said, he's won everything. You wouldn't really expect them to be going that deep into the engine 7 minutes off the start. I wonder what they are plotting there. But I think that's, yeah, it's the only car that has its hood up. So I wonder if that's going to be significant. You can just see it off middle right, middle left of your car. It's the second car from the back.
Another thing that usually plays a part when the TP race commences is the
rain.
change in weather.
Yeah, I noticed it getting a little bit grey outside. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
And the track temperature should still be round about 30 degrees. Well, we talked about Leona Chin being stuck on the grid in round 1. Let's hear from her now as she's on the grid for round 2.
Okay, now I'm together with driver car number 7. We got Leona Chin. It's always great to see you, Leona, on the tracks. How are you doing?
Great, great. It's good to be back in Sepang.
Of course, it's been a bit of a wait because between round 1 and round 2, we had 2 months of preparation. How's your preparation been so far for this round?
It's been very tough and challenging, but I'm really happy and excited to be back here. I want to do my best and get a good lap time.
Okay, let's talk about your best. You're basically, I mean, if I may say, a bit of a veteran over here. You know the track very well. You've been racing for the longest time ever. Do you think you hold a bit more of an advantage against other drivers down here today?
Yeah, I think I'm a bit of good at keeping calm and also pulling through the endurance racing has helped me a lot. So I think today, as long as I'm safely on the track, everything will do well.
Okay, lovely. So good luck to you. I hope that you have a great race. Thank you, Leona.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's from Leona, car number 7. Back to you, gents.
Thanks a lot, Neil. And interesting that she noted if I stay on the track, then this will happen because of what happened in round 1, of course. Yes, she has got a lot of experience. Had it in the MCS. We actually won one of the MCS seasons. And before that was arguably the best drifter in Malaysia.
Yeah, that's where she rose to prominence.
If not Asia, actually.
Yeah, I remember one advertisement where she pretended to be a car saleswoman and
then, took her for a test drive and then started drifting all over the place
yeah,
and
exactly.
ripping through tires.
Yeah, and that video went viral and it sort of really brought Leona Chin as a prominence as a rally driver.
Well, that's when she joined the MCS, I was obviously commentating and I remember thinking to myself, the big learning curve for her joining MCS was using one set of tires for the whole day. Because with the drift course competition, you're going through tires left and right.
Yeah, multiple.
Yeah, loads and loads of them.
And she's also been a great ambassador for the series. I saw her posting on her socials.
Yeah, she loves that.
Yeah, in encouraging people to come and watch and catch the action
It's not
live.
just, I said, it's not just that. She really gets into not just the driving part of the team, but also, you know, she's had some big shunts in her time. I remember people have gone into her turn 1, and, you know, it used to be, there was actually one saying that everyone was going to hit Leona Chin that weekend. But then she'll go out and fix those cars overnight as well, and she really takes a good interest in that.
And she will return for the second race.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's the mark of somebody that's really into their racing. Well, everybody else, this is that lull before the storm, and I didn't mean that as if the weather's going to change. It might do.
Another participant who's in his second race.
He's
Back to back.
very experienced as well.
For a lot of them, actually. Jonathan Z, Boy Wong, Leon Koo.
Yeah, they've
Jasmine Tan.
been around the block for sure, and they know. And I said some of them even took part in that race that we saw before. Daniel Ren Ui is also Black Wolf by Bay. There's the man, Fadzil Alang.
Fadzil spoke a lot about tire management in round one.
Well, if there's one person that knows about tire management, it's him. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
He's won the touring production title before. He was racing before I got onto com, so it's well over 10 years he's been doing it now. It's Daniel Chaney Walker, number 4 car, starting. I don't actually see him on the grid there on our computer. Oh, I'm sorry, he was in 4th position. It's number 77 car, so he is there. And we should be down to the 1 minute board now, if not less. So they'll be going off onto their formation lap. But with 15 cars on the grid, that's pretty easy to manage a formation lap. Half an hour is half an hour plus 1 lap is the duration for this race. As we said, it's straight up sprint race. So that setup for the car, just absolutely vital that they get it right, because they're not going to have a chance through a pit stop to fix their strategy.
Yeah, looking at lap times, of course, these cars are lapping at much faster pace compared to the MT category.
Yeah, around about 142 miles an hour on the straights.
Yeah,
there's that A45.
225 was the fastest yesterday. In fact, 3 of them, the top 3.
What was the fastest yesterday?
Boy Wong,
In round 1, you mean? 228.
225.
Wow, that is fast.
And 3 of them at that. Leon Koo was also at 225, and so was
Yeah,
Fadzil.
and that's what you get when you have a smaller grid and it's a little bit of space that you can work with. But on a dry, sunny day, 225, I said, I've seen Mark Darwin put in a 223 years ago, 224 in fact, for sure. But these are great cars, and slightly bigger, which means when they're rolling into the racing line, especially on turns 1 and 2, there's a lot more weight. And remember, because this is round 2, there is success ballast that's being added to the winners as well. So that whole power weight ratio gets changed around to make it a little bit more of a level playing field. It's a balance of performance protocol. Now, mark my words, if that A45 is in top form, watch how it takes corners, watch the speed it can generate on the straights. It is a fantastic car. That is taking nothing away from the Honda Civic FD2R. I can see a lot of these guys are running Civic FD2Rs. That is the most relatable touring car around the world. They just built a chassis that works. 30 degrees is the weather. This is the track, full track. All 15 corners. As I said, a lot of opportunities to go fast. A lot of opportunities in braking for overtaking, especially at 14, 15, 1, 2, 9, and 10. And of course, the rest of them, it's how much speed are you willing to put onto that pedal. Now, this is the starting grid. Wong Yu Chung, Mon Racing Team up front. Leon Koo in second for our engineering. Fadzil Alang, Superpower Lub by Papaya. That's the full name for the team. Daniel Chaney Walker, Black Wolf, Lee Kun Sun, Pro Shop, and Daniel Ren Ui in sixth.
Chao Tek Siong in 7th. He is in top spot for the TP2. Kanurata in 8th. Jasmine Tan in 9th. Anwar Awik in 10th. Leona Chin 11th. And Jonathan Z in 12th.
Which leaves just 3 cars. Roy Tang, Baron Sim, and Jonathan Lee to bring up the rest of the grid. So out on the formation lap now, and as you can see, they're approaching turn 9 and 10. That's where a lot of the trouble usually starts erupting. It's downhill from 9 up into 10.
And if it rains, it
Oh,
really
yeah,
stands
if
to
it rains,
clog
there's-
up in this section of the track
If
as
it
well.
rains, there is actually an actual river between turn 9 and turn 10. But not today. The grey clouds seem to have dissipated a little bit. And sunny skies above Sepang.
The dip in temperature definitely will have a...
There's a dip in temperature. I didn't see that. I just thought it was still as hot as well. I guess with the grey clouds, it must have. The sun has
Yeah, I think it looks...
dipped back a little bit.
Well, it looks much cooler from
It
here.
looks
It's
a
not
bit cooler from
scorching
up
as,
here,
as it was before. It should definitely help conditions and also the driver's mental capacity to cope with the conditions, because that is an issue. If it gets too hot, it really tends to mess with the mind as much as it does with the body.
Well, sometimes I've looked at that A45 when it's racing and wondered how can it be in the same class as everybody else? And I wonder if that's the situation we're going to see today, this afternoon. So, the lights. Oh, this is a standing start because it's a sprint race. So, no rolling start. They'll get back into their grid positions. I'm a bit up in the air as to which I prefer more, rolling starts or standing starts. Standing starts are great because you see the directions that they all go in. Rolling starts, as we saw earlier on.
It also builds the anticipation for the race.
Yeah. But from a standing start, you can. Well, it looks like somebody's starting from the pits. Who is that? Which car is that? That is starting because we can't get a read on the number. Oh, it looks like they're actually working on it as well. So 4 cars there in the end starting in the pit lane. 3 at the head of the pit lane, 1 actually in the working lane. There's 2 distinct lanes within the pit lane itself, the blending lane, the working lane. A45 on the inside. There you go.
Fazil Alang with an early jump start.
I told you, that car has such a great power to weight ratio. It just literally moved around the rest of them. And look at how it hugs that corner.
He's going through with his with the machine as well. Fazil perhaps took some time to get used to it.
I was surprised he wasn't on pole. But qualifying is, of course, a different kettle of fish, as they say. Now coming up to turn 5. And Fazil already ahead, but he's not the fastest man through that sector. That's Jonathan Z, 33.447, a full second ahead of, actually, it's 34.382 is Fazil Alang. So Jonathan Z is pushing immediately off the start. Oh, Fazil Alang is not being allowed to push on. That's Wong Yu Chung behind him, and he is, well, let me just see, Wong Yu Chung is 35.699 through the sector.
He's actually done well too.
Yeah, he's already having a look on the outside. He is lapping slower. Oh, there's 2 cars, what he said.
One of it is your favorite
Urata
Ken
is
Urata.
out. No way. No way. On the first lap, I'm going to stick my neck out and say that wasn't his fault. Is that 2 R-Works cars that have hit each other? I think it is.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It looks like Ken Urata has hit Anwar Avik, of all people, and Black Wolf as well. Daniel Renui involved in that. Jonathan Lee possibly involved in that. They're the 4 cars that are now at the bottom of the classification. Full course yellow is expected after lap 1, or during lap 1.
Yeah, they're just coming through to the end
Turn
of the first
15,
lap.
yeah. Well, if you've had 4 cars, now we just got to see a close-up of those cars. We didn't really see where they were. and more importantly, how they got to where they were. But I'll tell you one thing, Nick. When it comes to team orders, they never say hit each other.
There's the last thing on the menu,
There's
definitely.
literally, if it's on the menu. And Ken Urata, I know for a fact, would not be doing that.
Well, it looks like Ken was defending, and Anwar Awik was trying to get a peep as they came through that bend.
Anwar Avik has taken a part in a couple of MCS seasons before. Still a bit new, Indonesian driver. Oh, hold on, is that Tawhid Anwar? That's
Yeah, I think it is, It's been a while since we actually
yeah, that's right.
seen Anwar Awik in action.
HM Tawhid Anwar used to take part in the Dubai racing circuit.
And this is, he's probably just joined our works.
I would have thought, yes, he was with our engineering for a long time. Hello, ladies. Notice they're standing indoors because of the grey clouds.
Their job is
And
done. So now
well,
they can
now just stand indoors.
take it easy and be
the last thing you want to do is to be caught in that rainstorm. Safety car out, clock still running.
Speaking of rain, Chief, I think we've just summoned grey clouds
We may have.
to where we are because it's just got a whole lot darker.
Well, I brought an umbrella with me because I just never trust this place when it comes to it. Good stream and train of cars. That looks like 11, 12, or 13, actually. Now,
It's only 12 cars currently doing the business out there.
so it was Daniel Renui, Ken Urata, and Anwar Avik that were involved. And, you know, two Arwox Rios Racing Honda FD2Rs crashing together. That is not a good way to start round 2, race 1 in touring production. Well, I'm hearing rain now.
Also
And
not uncommon to have a rain in one side of the track and, you know, it being dry on the other side.
yeah, I think it's going to be our side of the track. I think it's raining here. No, that's strictly from the fact I came in on a 2 a.m. flight yesterday, seeing all sorts of things. Well, it's certainly dry at that part of the track. Just do keep an eye on that weather, though, because the wind's picking up as well, so it's now looking like it might, even in this small window of race time. I'm guessing they started on dry tires. Those are the big key corners. T4, T6, T8, T11, T12, T14, those are the fast corners. That's why they're being asked to respect track limits and keep it on the black stuff, because you're throwing a lot of power into those corners. Notice T9, T10, T1, and T2 aren't on there. So we're going to take a break now while we get this safety car FCY done. We'll be back in a few minutes.
The ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hungok Tire.
Welcome back to the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia. You joined us at the Sepang International Circuit for our 19th round of the MotoGP World Championship. It does not get any more tense than this, potentially any more dramatic than this. The stakes could not be higher. The biggest race of the season is going. Lights out, we're racing here. In Sepang MotoGP, Martin runs wide. Bagnaia seizes the inside line. Oh no, there's damage by the back. Big crash by the back. The biggest prize on two wheels is on the line next live. It's time to race in MotoGP.
The ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hungop Tire.
Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Malaysia Touring Car Championship 2025 Round 2. And I've just heard that the safety car will be leaving this formation as soon as they cross the pit lane. So we'll be back to green light racing at the end of this lap. This lap is lap 2. 21 minutes left. They lap at around 2 minutes 30, so it could be another 10 laps at least. But these are interesting situations when you come off the safety car, because you know you've been locked into this 80 km/h. You've been trying to keep your tires warm. That initial movement off back into green light racing can sometimes lead to stalls, for one. It can lead to all sorts of manner of problems in terms of braking.
Yeah, it's just like a stop-start.
It's not what the car's supposed to do. It's obviously not what the racing driver's supposed to do. That's the Coldplay cam. That's what they call that. Well done.
Well done,
I'm happy
yeah.
with the Coldplay cam.
Keeping with the trend.
I saw a classic compilation of all of them. They had like a lion and a sheep. They ran away from each other. It has taken the world by storm. So, the safety car will be coming in right now. This is turn 15. And as soon as they get around the corner, there he is. You can see the safety car centering the pit. Green light racing. And let's hope that we don't get another situation of one teammate running into another teammate, which is what the manager of the R-Works Rios team, I don't envy his job. He's going to have to talk to both of his drivers and say, listen, what we're trying to do here is finish both cars, not get both cars finished at the same time.
Well, they're on the out lap, so we'll most likely be seeing them.
We will most likely be seeing them again, but as I said, who knows what damage they took. Right now, up at the front, it's Wang Yucheng again, straight pressuring Fadzil Alang, and he looks like he's going to take a big look at turn 5. Has he got half a car length? He has.
Yes, he has.
Yep. Well, it's respect track limits is what they said. But Fadzil Alang is going to have to concede that, because that is a clear take.
Oh, really well done by Boy Wong.
Yeah,
just
really,
to come back
really
inside
well
and shut off that space.
That's one of the corners where you have to respect the track limits. And Boy Wong is not just moving, he's moving very fast. Let's look at his times, because he's pulling away. Yep, his fastest sector, 30 seconds. Stopping at 3:25. Well, that's from the full course yellow.
And Jonathan Z is also pulled up just behind both of.
Well, again, Fadzil Alang was
top two
trying
leaders.
so hard with his eyes fixated on Boy Wong that he hasn't really got, 4 eyes in his head, and therefore he's now been pulled into a bigger battle. Well, that A45 has been cleanly beaten. That speaks of a really good setup by the Modern Racing team.
Now Jonathan perhaps trying to have a beat.
Yeah, that's Jonathan Z, isn't it?
Yep.
He'll definitely have a bot. On the inside, Fadzil Alang keeps his cool, knowing that the A45 can hug a tight line even through turn 15. Now, straight line speed, Jonathan Z's having a look. That's not good defending by Fadzil Alang. Now, if that was Mark Darwin, He'd still be behind him. But Fadzil manages to push through. Oh, he's lost that as well, I think. No, that's the problem with the switch back on turn 2.
Doing just enough to keep second spot, Fadzil.
Just
Under so much of pressure now.
But if you look, Jonathan Z is now put in the fastest lap of the field, 2:25.757. So he is coming through. Whether he likes it or not, he's lapping 2 seconds faster than Fadzil Alang, and that's why he's gone through at turn 5. Someone else has been called into action. That's Leon Koo, isn't it? Our engineering? Yes, it is.
That stoppage definitely did Fadzil no favors at all.
Yeah. Since FCY, that A45 has looked very vulnerable indeed.
And Boy Wong had warmed up to the task. I think he was already had all his attack mode in store for when they resumed the green, and it wasn't before long.
So Chow Tek Siong has now moved up to 3rd and is also topping TP2.
Look at Leon Koo. He's going to be the next one to have a pop at Fadzil.
Yeah. And I think he might do it as well. Well, things have rapidly changed. Remember, what you're seeing on the left hand of your screen was when they passed the start line at the start of this lap. A lot has changed since then. Wong Yu Chung has just gone past the start line. He's now well in the lead. Jonathan Z is going to be in 2nd. Transponders hitting the marks. Fadzil Alang in 3rd, Leon Koo in 4th. That's about right. Coming up to turn 15, and Boy Wong has a 0.6 lead over Johnny Z, who's got a 0.4 lead over Fadzil Alang, who's got a 1.8 second lead.
That was...
It's a
part
very
of that car.
wide
It just flew
line.
off.
Well, he's gone round on the outside. That's good enough. Black Wolf. That's Daniel Chinese Walker.
With all that...
So we'll have a look at that again. Taking him on the outside. Something you don't see very often. Ooh, bit of a touch as well. That's probably why he went through on the outside, because I think he scared the living daylights out of that car. So there are your top 4. Boy Wong, Johnny Z, Fadzil Alang, Leon Koo.
With the FCY taken into account, we've already surpassed the halfway mark of the sprint race.
That's right. Still, as you can see on the left side of your screen, 1.6 seconds between the top 4. Turn 9, turn 10 looking very dry. Chow Tek Siong, current leader in TP2.
Nothing much really separating the top 4.
Now under 3 seconds.
Leon Koo's posted the latest fastest sector, so that could mean even more of a gap closed on Fadzil.
Yeah, he's pushing, and he said there's only 0.5 of a second behind. So that might be enough. 2:26.481 from Boy Wong. That was his last lap, and that's also that's under his fastest lap. 226.217 is his best, sorry. 227.161 is where he's at. So he's actually the slowest of the four. 226.528 for Johnny Z.
Fazil will try.
226.6 for Fazil Alang.
If he could make it on turn 3.
2, 3, and 4 are all lapping at 226. Boy Wong at the front is lapping at 227. That is as simple as you can make it. Which means he has built up a lead, but that lead is very, very slowly being cut into. And Fazil Alang seems to have found his feet again. And that he is the second fastest of the four. The fastest is that man in yellow, 17, Johnny Z, 226.528 was his last lap.
Leona Chin.
Good to see her up and running. Well, Ken Urata, Anwar Avik, and Jesman Tan. There is no last lap time for Ken Urata and Anwar Avik. So, though we think they're on their out lap, they're not moving.
Yeah,
Jesman Tan is moving.
Could signal the end of their race. You're right.
I think it's done. I mean, Jesman Tan himself is 2 laps back now. And you're just not going to have that time. That was very wide at turn 14. No, that's not turn 14. That's 11, I think. This is 12 and 13.
It's a battle for third place. Leona actually
I completely
doing well to close the
misplaced
gap.
That's actually turn 6. And 7. And this is 9 and 10. Very safe from 120 car. Jonathan Lee, I think that is 128. Yes, it is. And he is being chased by Baron Sim. Is that the 46 car? No, it isn't. That's the 7 car. So that's Leona Chin. So Jonathan Lee's moved ahead of Leona, who is having a look at trying to reclaim 10th spot. Under 10 minutes to go.
As long as she keeps this up, she will definitely stand a chance to get that podium finish.
That's right. She's 4th right now. Oh, well, she's, sorry, no, I guess down to 4th.
She went off slightly wide on that turn.
Twice in that last lap. Boy Wong still pushing ahead. 226.217 best lap. 227.313 was his last lap.
Yep, the fastest in the last lap, and he's just marginally increased that advantage. I'm not sure if Fazil is saving that Mercedes for the final 2-3 laps to launch an attack.
Maybe.
Because it's all just too close to call at this point.
Wow. Leon Koo has been snagged with a false start by race control. That is interesting. Also, another thing that can only happen from a standing start. Be interesting to see where that line of investigation goes. There you go. 65, false start. Article 27.5 in the sporting regulations. 30-second time added penalty. So regardless of what you're seeing on your screen, Leon Koo is going to be 30 seconds behind the other 4.
So he's got to be at least 40 seconds ahead of Fazil
to be in this fight, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not going to happen in 8 minutes. So Leon Koo has been pretty much stricken from this battle we're watching.
And I'm sure news has already filtered to him that, look, you've been hit with this. Try and do what you can.
Oh, first thing I'll ask him is, did you false start? Did you not? Well, race control said you did.
Fazil looked to have
There is
goal.
a system of appeals. You can appeal this stuff, but you know they've got cameras and they've got transponders and they know what's going on. So you better have a pretty good appeal.
We saw Fazil trying to have a pop coming into turn 2.
Yeah, he's got to make his move soon. 7 minutes left. At the rate they're lapping at 2:27, so that's 3 laps max basically from here. 11 laps in total for the race. So if you're going to do something, now is the time. And in this case for Fadzil Alang, well, he's in third, but look how close he is to second. 0.4 of a second off. I'd have a pop. Leon Koot, doesn't matter. He's got an extra 30. There he is at the back. It just doesn't matter with the 30-second penalty. So
Even him has
now,
dropped off a little bit, Leon Koo.
I think Boy Wong's far enough ahead that he's not going to be troubled. I think that the big fight here is going to be Fadzil Alang versus Jonathan Z. And it's times like this, late breaking at 9 and 10, where you can really start getting closer. But like most sports on the planet, it's all about patience, it's all about biding your time and making sure that when you do go past, you go past, because if not, you're going to lose time. Now that is Lee Kun Sun, 22 Pro Shop. Running in a solid 7th. Lapping at 2:31, 2:32, which is a full 4 seconds off the leader in terms of lap time. It's not the slowest car. The slowest car actually on track right now is, from the top 10, is Chow Tek Seong, 2:34.069. Jespen Tan is back, not logged as an outlap anymore, 2:32.569. That's pretty competitive.
I have to say that Jonathan Z has done a sterling job to really defend that second place, especially coming into turn 15, that sharp bend. That braking precision has been on point so far, keeping Fadzil at bay.
But defense of the day has to fall for Mark Darwin. I mean, there's still about 3 or 4 foot between these two cars. Mark Darwin had that car literally on his back bumper for the entire lap.
Heading into that final turn.
The final turn. He literally made that car, as I said, about 10 foot wide. There was no way anyone was going to get past it. That's defense of the day, but this is very close because Jonathan Z is, well, he's still lapping faster by a 100th of a second, so he does deserve to be up front.
The top 3 all lapping at 2:27.
Now, yeah.
2 seconds faster than Leon Koo in front.
Yeah, Boy Wong has picked up his pace, which is good because he was, well, actually, he's stayed at 2:27. Everyone else was at 2:26. We're coming up to the time soon. Oh, it's about 2 laps left in this race.
Yeah, this is where it could really start to get interesting, Jeev, especially I think upon the completion of this lap, coming into the final lap is perhaps when either Fadzil or Jonathan Z may take more risks.
Well, Fadzil's the one that has to take the risks, and he's trying. He's certainly braking later, but just right now doesn't look like he's going to have enough time. It's too far back.
You think
if anything, I think Jonathan Z might catch Boy Wong up at the front, because look at that, he's pulled away from the A45.
I think that's very much
it's a situation there.
A situation that he could
1.08 seconds ahead is Boy Wong.
If I was Jonathan Z, I would try and really give Boy Wong a run for his money coming into the final lap instead of just looking to settle for second, because he's firmly within sight.
Well, it is, as I said, halfway in the season. So these points could mean, well, the difference between, second and third, first and second, who knows, at the end of the season. And the race is going to be coming in thick and fast. The next round is just 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks, yep. And then we have the semi S1K, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
300-kilometer.
That is good. The
round 3.
Traditional, and I'm glad they're keeping that for MTCC. That was one of the...
Almost
Yeah,
kissing that bumper.
now he's looking a lot closer. And if he does it on the last lap, well, that's going to be a headline and a half. Boy Wong has pushed ahead. They're all at 2:28 now. Jonathan Zee still marginally faster by hundredths of a second. Fadzil is matching him, but still a little bit slower.
Actually dropped off in terms of lap times, the top three. Lapping at 2:28 in the last lap as opposed to 2:27.
Well, there will be one lap after this, so even when the clock comes down, they'll be coming up to their last lap soon. But I still think that Fadzil Alang is too far back, and Jonathan Zee's now dropped off as well.
Yeah, Boy Wong looks to have just pushed ahead.
He's managed it, right? That's what's important. Xiong is a good 13 seconds ahead of Roy Tang in TP2.
And Leonard Chen still trying to make up ground to Jonathan Lee for that final podium spot in the TP2. 2 seconds behind.
So, by my calculations, the leaders should be coming to their last lap now. As we take a look at turns 9 and 10. And that is Chow Taek-seong, the leader of TP2, who, if I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, is going to be extending his lead at the top. TP2 standings.
TP2.
Chow Taek-seong's been doing well, right?
Yes.
Jason Chow.
Chow Taek-seong has been up there. He will...
Oh, so I'm not putting it on the spot now for tomorrow, definitely for race 2s.
Well, if he finishes top here, he's definitely closed the gap, even possibly surpassed Jasmine Tan, who's currently in 13th spot.
Well, I said Jasmine Tan's not going to be scoring, or scoring big anyway. It's touring car points, so the points do spiral down from 15 at the top to all the way down to 1. Which should be 8th, I think, or 9th. 8th, I think it is. And he's not in the top 8, so Jasmine Tan, maybe I jinxed it. He's
Jasmine
perfect up to this
Tan's-
point.
Yeah, about to lose his
Not
perfect
anymore.
record.
Yeah, that's it. It's so difficult to keep a perfect record in anything. I was very surprised to hear that he'd won all the races coming up to this, because, you know, over two rounds as well. That looked like an unstoppable car. Well, it's been stopped today.
It's going to be a huge win for Boy Wong should he finish on top.
Modern Racing Team have done well. If you remember that start from Fadzil Alang, where he just left everyone else standing, he's done very, very well going on too.
Yeah, he's finished twice on the podium in round 1 in 3rd place and 2nd place, and now he's going to complete that ascendancy to top spot if he can hold on to this lead.
So, round they come.
Jonathan looks to have dropped off quite a bit. Look at that. I think it's...
Well, it's the end of the race, so
Yeah.
yeah, consolidate your position. Don't push the car. Don't break the car. If you're in a good finish, and he needs a good finish, then keep it there. Keep it on the podium. Boy Wong has won this by 2.6 seconds.
And the fact that Jonathan has dropped to 3rd will mean that Boy Wong
Oh, well, they're
should
actually
take
on the
top
last
spot.
lap now. That clock finished very early, and I thought that was the last lap, but this is the final lap. Still, though, he's not going to get beaten.
Fadzil Alang has done so well to not
get
only
into
overtake,
second, yeah.
but put quite a bit of daylight.
He's not going to take Boy Wong in this final lap. I'd be very surprised
Too close
if
to
he
call,
did.
Jeev.
But
I think
that
he has
would,
an opportunity there.
that would once again, I mean, show you the versatility of the A45 if you can do it.
Of course, Fadzil gunning for a second consecutive.
Well, at times like this, you just look to the time. He's actually lapping a second faster than Boy Wong.
Yeah.
And he's 1.2 seconds back. Oh no. The maths work. The numbers work.
He's definitely got top spot in mind.
Well, at this rate, he'd have to do it on one of the last corners. Meanwhile, Jonathan Z is battling it out with the... Well, there's no point for Leon Cruz. As I said, he's got a 30-second penalty.
Could Fadzil try and really gun it in turn 14?
He could. He's going to have to brake late now, get even closer. And it looks like Boy Wong broke just as late. Maybe in a flat shootout he could, but it's going to have to be really close. He's going to need a really good turn 15. That's what he's going to need. Like a really good turn 15.
And he
like
hasn't
the
been successful.
Turn 15.
He hasn't been finding much success in turn 15.
And when I say perfect, come out wide, you hit the apex on the inside, and you finish wide. That's the perfect racing line around 15. Many people get to race that perfect line because they're usually fighting somebody else. Well, here's 14, Leon Koo. To me, even if he doesn't. Oh, there you go. This is a perfect turn 15.
He's done it. He's done it.
It's a perfect turn 15. Is it? Yes, it is. He's done
He looks to have done enough.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe I predicted that would happen.
What a turnaround from Fadzil Alang.
I said watch the A45 right from the start. I did not think that it would do that, though.
He flipped the script in the final lap.
I did not think he'd be able to do it the last two corners.
Oh my goodness,
but
Boy
he
Wong
needed a perfect
looked
turn 15. And you know what? That's not just him. That's the car that can also deliver the perfect turn 15. It can cut in, hit the apex, and then go out
So our
wide.
prediction came true. He gunned it in turn 14, found the perfect strategy coming into turn 15.
0.5 of a second ahead. So he really did clean Boy Wong out on turn 15.
Seems
It
to be
wasn't
a bit of a loss in concentration for Boy Wong as well.
I think it's actually down to the A45, you know. I think the A45 can pick a tighter line than the Honda FK8 in certain situations, and that one, it really did, because I said not only did he catch up with Boy Wong, he ended up half a second ahead us off one corner.
Coming into the final two laps, we never thought that Fadzil Alang would have finished topped because he was actually trailing Boy Wong
It's also,
and Jonathan
I said,
Z.
it's the Honda FK8 has a much longer wheelbase, and, you know, it's got to take a bit slightly wider line. The A45 is almost like a hatchback, so he puts the power in. Look, he can cut in really early. He noticed the back of his car skidded out a little bit, so he had to control that.
Oh, that's a brilliant move. Shifting from the outside to the inside. Just
fantastic. Now he's got to hit on the power right now to stop Boy Wong coming in on the inside, which he did.
I don't think Boy Wong saw that coming. He just expected Fadzil to stick on the outside.
Perfect turn 15.
Amazing, amazing. And Leon Koo skidded off.
Out. And not just out for the 30-second penalty. I mean, he's off. Turn 15 at the end. So, those are our finishers. Fadzil Alang, Boy Wong, and Jonathan Z taking the podium positions. Fadzil Alang in the end with a 2:26.626 as his best. Boy Wong with a 2:26.217 as his best. And in third place, Johnny Z with a 2:25.757. How unlucky was he? Oh my God. Johnny Z gets the fastest lap but finishes third.
I can't wait to hear from Fadzil Alang and just to know how he managed to turn third place into first place. And
he's very good at interviews as well.
Yeah, he's such an eloquent eloquent
Boy
individual.
Wong has got to be wondering, how could that possibly happen on the last corner? Not the first time we've seen races determined on the last two corners, but certainly it was a dramatic finish.
And that
It's a lovely painted car. You see the livery of that car.
second consecutive win for Fazil will bump him up significantly up the standings as well.
That A45 menacing in black. Well done. There you go.
It's definitely a team effort, not just down to one man. They all played their part.
Well, you know what, this is good. This is going to be a nightmare for the EVS operator. That's currently cutting the highlights because, of course, he's got to now include that last corner. It's not an easy cut at all. Let's hear from him.
All right, a winner. Come on, hottest of them all, of the TP1 carrier, Faizil Alam. Oh my God, I watched every minute of your race. Can you tell me, how do you feel right now?
For sure, super happy. So after race 1, round 1, we didn't finish the race. So and race 2 on the wet, we P1. So we don't expect to P1 on dry like this, but unexpected.
Now, of course, I have to ask you, right? You had a head start a bit, okay? We saw your strategy, and then your momentum, I guess, it kind of reduced, and then you came back at the very edge. Was that something you really wanted to play along with, or what was your strategy there?
Okay, as we know, our car is the heaviest car, so we need to save the tire. So as long as I stay in the front group, so most probably top 3 in the podium, that's the best that we think can do. But after at the end of another 3 laps, so I can see some cars start struggle with the tire. So but my car feel, hey, still okay, not bad. So I try to attack. Then basically it's a plan for last turn, but just try. But it works.
And that gave you a victory, and congratulations. Now, this is a big win and a big step as well from your round 1 MTCC the other day. Is there something I would say different that you did it this time?
Okay, we had a good testing before. So basically we prepared the team, Papaya team is prepare the car, have a good testing, make sure the car is, this time we really want to go racing. So that's the difference. It's just the testing, and we did some change setup on the car.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations once again. So awesome to see you win this big, and back to you guys.
Well, as you just heard it from the horse's mouth, he just had a pop on 15, and why shouldn't you?
There was a masterstroke decision, and again, he attributed it to the tire and really understanding his car. As we take a look at the replay once again, this was the masterstroke decision to pull in on the inside line. Yep, timing that braking precision so perfectly.
In the end, yeah.
Catching Boy Wong off guard, and then taking it home in this final stretch.
What a dramatic way to finish that half-an-hour TP1, TP2 race. And so now comes the celebrations. All the cars in Park Fermé. And looking at the results, Fadzil Alang with a fantastic win, 0.5 a second ahead of Boy Wong. And if you just missed everything, that was the last corner. A little bit back, Jonathan Z in 3rd, Leon Koo in 4th, Daniel Renu in 5th, Lee Kum Sun in 6th, and Daniel Chani Walker in 7th.
And in the TP2 Chow Tek Song emerging a big winner, Roy Tang takes second spot. Jonathan Lee fended off the competition from Leona Chin to finish in third. Leona, of course, in fourth. Baron Sim in fifth. Jasmine Tan in sixth. Kenurata and Anwar Awik, who could not finish the race, in seventh and eighth.
Yeah, there was no luck at all for our works Rios, who hit each other. Now, what a race it was, and as I said, I think that EVS operator has finally finished his cut. Here it is, yes, so we get to look back at the race itself, and with much smaller grid, a lot more space to work, but look at the way that A45 just cruises off the start, and you know, it's just so powerful. It is heavy, as Fadzal said, but look at the way it grips turns 1 and 2. This was the unfortunate end to our works Rios. That was the only FCY for this half-an-hour race. Then it was all about the top 4, and Boy Wong was putting in some good lap times, and he had to really push himself at turn 5 to get past. That was the Coldplay cam. I'm glad that made the highlights as well. And then there was, well, turn 15 was where all the action was happening. This was early on. And Chow Tek Seong, well, he had an untroubled run and was pretty much in the lead of TP2 from start to finish. The A45 in the end would get past Jonathan Z at turn 1. That was to take second spot, and well, a lot of us, including us up in the commentary box, are wondering, has he got what it takes? We calculated it would have to be a perfect turn 15. This was a perfect turn 15. It took Boy Wong completely by surprise, and on the gas right at the end, and Fadzal snatches victory from Boy Wong right at the death.
Yeah, I think we can definitely call it a smash and grab.
It was. It was a heist, is what it was. And as you can imagine, very, very happy Fadzal. So we're going for a commercial now. We'll be back with the podium in just a bit.
The ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hankook Tire.
Welcome back to the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia. You joined us at the Sepang International Circuit for our 19th round of the MotoGP World Championship. It does not get any more tense than this. Potentially any more dramatic than this. The stakes could not be higher. The biggest race of the season is going. Lights out, we're racing here. Enter Sepang MotoGP. Martin runs wide. Bagnaia seizes the inside line. Oh no, there's damage by the back. Big crash by the back. The biggest prize on two wheels is on the line next live. It's time to race in MotoGP.
The ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hungop Tire.
You guys are now here for the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2024. This is the 75th edition of MotoGP as well as the 25th anniversary as well for the MotoGP being held down here in Malaysia. Throughout the whole time that we're here, we have lots of activities, lots of things that you can actually do together with us here, because why, we have plenty of booths, plenty of our partners who are here just for you, together with us at the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2024.
Hari ini dah macam hari Ahad. Ramai orang pack. Tengok. Saya sokong Andrea Irnion ni. Saya harapkan dia boleh podium lah. Top 5 lah, top 5.
Masanya telah tiba. Tekan bersemangat. Capai cita.
Dia punya braking, dia punya acceleration, dia punya pickup. This is a good experience for me. Thank you Petronas, thank you SIC. Saya nampak tegang, Martin akan menang, tapi saya tak nak dia menang dengan mudah. Saya harap Peko menang today.
this is the one that will count. We'll have to see what benchmark they're setting at this race. You know, this is a treacherous corner. Marc Marquez lunging down. Oh! Pecco Bagnaia has crashed out of the sprint race. White line on the inside. Could be the white line. There's a ripple there as well. Final corner time. As solid as he's been throughout the race. Storms to the line, untouchable, unstoppable. Another step closer to the title.
So, as you can see, we're about to get our podium presentation underway for TP and TP2. That's not Jonathan Z, I'll tell you now.
Oh, I think she's his rep because Jonathan's in the
because
TCR Asia.
that's right, Jonathan Z is currently racing and can't pick up his award. That's one.
Probably has gotten over the shock of losing.
I think it's just a smile for the cameras.
For the cameras.
I think inside he's crying. Maybe this will trigger him right now. Yeah, there you go. See, that's always something. They've got him on the last corner, but he got him on the podium. So this is TP1. He's on hand. There's Jonathan Z's avatar. So Johnny will actually see this podium presentation as he's racing past him.
Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic.
In fact, I think I'm seeing him already.
I think he's on the grid
lining
right
up
now.
for his next race.
He's on the grid right now and he's looking at his own podium.
He's even more busier than us, Chief.
Yeah, we haven't seen that very often. Someone watching their own podium from the grid.
Just the winners on the podium. Just the winners. Grand Ambassadors and Ms. Michelle, we'll take your lead. Thank you so much. And now just the winners on the podium. A very nice looking Jonathan Z.
I just think they could have got somebody that looks a bit like Jonathan Z. Do you know what I mean?
Perhaps this is
she's
girlfriend,
fantastic.
wife.
She's brilliant. There's no disrespect to Johnny Z. But there is a big difference. So TP2, the only other category that needs a podium. Chao-Tek Sung, of course, will be at the top of that.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the winners for the TP2 category. In third place, car number 128, Bay Racing, Jonathan Lee Jiahui.
Lee. Bay Racing.
In second place, car number 28, Bay Racing, Tang Tien Furoy. And the winner for the TP2 category, car number 11, R Engineering, Chao-Tek Song.
Chao-Tek Sung gets the podium. Long-time veteran of MCS. Starts his MTCC career. Very well indeed. Gangnam Style. Manager security, safety, health and environment. International circuit. Give out the trophies. I see Jonathan Lee. Looks like Jonathan Z.
But he couldn't do it, obviously, because
exactly,
he was...
obviously, but unless there was a private deal between both of them. But I would immediately think, okay, Johnny Z is there, and he's got his lot to do. podium for TP2.
Can we have a group photo with all the winners only? Winners only, show up your trophies and smile for the camera. Thank you and congratulations to all our winners. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes.
And that brings us to a close of race ones here at Malaysia Touring Car Championship 2025. Don't forget tomorrow, race 2s. It kicks off at 10:55 a.m. That's the MT2 G and V. And then TP1 and TP2 will be at the same time, 13:40 on your clock. So do mark that down. We will see you tomorrow. Nick, thanks for joining me today.
Yep,
and
we'll be
I
back
will
tomorrow.
see you tomorrow morning.
Have a good weekend.
From us up at the commentary box, it's goodbye.